Christmas time is buzzing in my skull. Will it let me be? I cannot tell. There are so many things I cannot grasp. When I think I've got it, then at last.
September 1st, 1989. Dear Diary, I believe I'm a good person. You know, I think that there's good in everyone, but here we are. First day of senior year. And I look around at these kids that I've known all my life and I ask myself, what happened?
Everything felt fine when I was half of a pear. Now through no fault of mine, there's no other half there. Now I'm just Michael in the bathroom, Michael in the bathroom at a party.
I guess it sure must be easy being a people pleaser like you. It doesn't matter how hard I work or what I do for the Horde. Hordak doesn't trust me. Oh no, it's happening again. I tried to help you. You wouldn't listen. I told you to stop. I had no choice.
It's the inability to relate to another human being. It's the inability to love. April! April! No, wrong! You're not crazy, and you do love me. That's the point, April. Don't worry, I can't be bothered. You're not worth the trouble it would take to hit you. You're not worth the powder it would take to blow you up. You are an empty, hollow shell of a woman.
The queen is dead. Long live the evil queen.
The place is looking dusty, Rumple.
You should get a new girl.
Now she's cavorting with dwarves? When did that happen?
Spinny's weakness is obvious. Everyone knows she twisted her ankle when she was a kid. If you keep her off balance, her injury will act up on her. Next time we fight, I'll target it and subdue her and unchip her and save her and remind her of it every time she tells me it's my turn to clean.
You're just a phase. You know that, right?
I was the one she told everything. You can't understand how I feel. None of you had what we had.
Everything I ever did, I did for her. Now she's gone. But I'm still here.
Not only am I femme and proud, I'm femme proud and loud. This dress is a scandal. I am real cute, but I ain't tiny. It's okay to experiment and play with your gender, and you'll make really interesting discoveries about who you are, even if ultimately you don't like it.
I always like to start my morning with a little intentional journaling, just because I feel like it really sets my intention for the day, because I am not a morning person. I kind of need to tell myself what day I'm gonna have. So my friend Cameron passed away a few months ago, and he was starting this organization called Wielding Peace. He wanted to get influential people holding things that sort of looked like they were in the shape of a gun, but then it would be something artistic or peaceful. He did it with a bouquet of flowers, actually, and I think that that's really beautiful.
The first memory I have is going in for the first ever reading of it, like the first time we ever sat down just to hear it out loud while they were very much still developing it really early on, before there was any productions or anything. I wasn't allowed to know anything about it going in because they wanted to see what the cold read would look like what it'd be like if I just sat down and opened it up and read and see what the connection to the character would be like without any preconceived preparation. And I just remember walking in and being deeply terrified that I was about to play, like, who knows, like a drug addict, or like you have to have an accent that I didn't know how to, like I truly had no idea what I was getting into. And I opened it up, and his first big speech where he's like going on and on and on about how nervous he is and anxious he is about going to school, I was like, oh, I got this, I'm already anxious now. And then it worked out pretty well after.
He's taking you to see me. He never told me about you when I was a kid, but I do remember my mom and dad arguing about a baby and some slut. I know what it feels like to be scared that you're not important, or smart, or worth anything. We have the same dad, bro. I know what it feels like to spend all day trying to prove something to someone who's never gonna give two craps about you.